Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to yet another banger. Thank you so much for subscribing to Stella TV. If you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. As you can see by the title, we have a Get Ready With Me featuring my younger sister. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Caroline, aka Kashi. I'm Stella's sister.
Yeah, she's my baby sister, guys. So we're just gonna have like a sister talk. We don't have any questions prepared or anything. It's a raw Get Ready With Me. So like, if this video does get out, it just means that it was meant to get out, because if we speak about stuff that are not supposed to be out there, it's not going anywhere. Anyways, yeah, so let's just dive into it. I'm actually doing my makeup and she's probably just gonna ask me a question and then I'll ask her back, or I don't know guys how it's gonna go, but yeah, exactly. Ooh, did you guys see that? Okay, we can start, bro.
The first question, how was how was your first kiss?
Yeah, she started there. Okay, so before I answer her question, I'll also be showing you guys like the products that I'm using and whatnot to like accomplish the look. How was my first kiss, or when was it?
How and when?
She just wants me to tell the story. Anyways, I had my first kiss when I was 12 years old. It was with somebody, I don't even need to give his name.
Yeah, you don't.
But yeah, like it wasn't
Magical.
It was just like a mwah, ne? But guys, I remember getting like butterflies in my stomach, like yeah, it was really nice. Like I had a crush on the guy because we used to go in the same taxi, but he went to another school. And then, yeah, I think the crush was mutual or whatever, and eventually we started dating. And eventually, like months later, we were dating, but by dating, it was literally just, he'd buy me ice and give me in the taxi type of thing, or like just hold my hand in the taxi. Guys, it was just cute. It was really cute thinking back, actually. We were there for quite some time, so yeah. And then, like, I think after like a lot of months, because it was always just hugs, right? After a lot of months, and we finally decided to, yeah. So that was, how was it? It was I got butterflies in my stomach, like yeah, it was nice.
Did you know in that taxi that we used to go, there's a guy that liked me, that was like, I think he used to sit next to us, he used to live in the cassie, and then he liked me and I didn't want.
Which guy? Which taxi?
When we were schooling at FGS, I think I was very young. He was like in grade 4. And then he was like, no, trust me, I'll buy you a car. I was like, I don't want. And then when we went back to Tumeb 2021,
yeah,
then he saw me, then he was like, hi, don't you remember me? We used to go in the same taxi. I was like, hi, I don't remember you.
Did you not remember, or did you remember and you chose not to remember?
I remembered, but I just had to be like, I don't remember you.
Yeah.
And I've been doing that a lot lately. Hey?
I also do that. Like, guys, for me, literally, somebody can call me and I'll literally just be like, excuse me? Who? But then no, let me just, in case my best friend watches this, or he used to be my best friend back then, I really didn't know who I was speaking to that day. Like, I couldn't pick up, like, on the voice the other day. When was it? Was it yesterday? Was it last night?
Yesterday.
No, it was not last night. It was the night before last night, which was Wednesday night, when I got the call when we were eating. And I was like, who's this? And yeah, I really didn't know who that was. But, like, in general, like, especially if I run into you, I'll be like, who are you again?
We used to school together.
Really now?
What is your favorite place that you've lived at? My favorite town.
Favorite town? So I've lived in a lot of towns, guys. I've lived in Swakop. I'm starting from the bottom now. I've lived in Swakop, but I was really young. Lived in Rundu, Tsumeb, Rundu again, Tsumeb again, and then Ochuarongo just a bit. Do not recommend that town to anybody. And then Ochuarongo just a bit, and then Valfispai. So I've been here, and then I also went to Windhoek also just a little bit. So out of all the towns I've lived in, I'll always choose Valfispai. Like Tsumeb, after living like here and going back there and coming back And going back, like after living here for a really long time, I realized that I'm gonna say the famous words of Mrs. She's the English first language teacher at Etosha. Forgot her name. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but she always says, or her quote unquote, there is life outside Sumep. When you live in a small town, you are so compressed and like you do not
Go out.
so the moment you experience another town, that's when you're like, wow, there is actually life outside this small town. So Walvis Bay for me is okay. I feel like Windhoek is a little bit overwhelming, but like Walvis Bay is the one.
Yeah, it is. If I had to stay in Namibia and I had to live, I would live here in Walvis or Swakop. Because it's just a nice place in general. Honestly, it is. Because I also moved a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think I just ended up liking it at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Just ended up liking moving.
Yeah. Because you were so young, you haven't really you have moved around a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And with Rundu and the other towns, they're just not for me. There's no explanation needed, honestly. They are just not for me.
Yeah, I feel like I'm more of like, I want to be around people who are modern.
Yeah.
Who actually understand what is happening in the world and not just trying to stay in the past. And that is what is happening in that town.
No shade. Like, people are growing in Rundu, but like, the majority is so stagnant and stubborn.
Yeah.
So I am using, oh sorry guys, I used my primer, perfect primer from Signature. Oh, this primer is doing it to the mood. Okay. And then now I'm going in with my Essence Stay All Day 16-hour long lasting foundation. Going in with that. Yeah, girl. Next question. Guys, I feel so weird, because I'm looking into the camera. I feel so weird.
Yeah, me too.
Because it's so tempting to just look here. But I'm supposed to be looking into the camera so that I look at you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. I'll come.
So, how was your first period? Like, when you got it, how was your reaction?
By the way, before I answer this question, my sister is only 13 years old. So, she's going to ask me questions in that bracket. Oh, so I think. So I hope. Anyways, my first period, I had it when I was in grade 6 as well. I think my mother knew. Guys, mothers always knew. Even with my sister, she was literally like, buy pads, she might get her period. And she did.
Guys, that story is the best story ever. I don't know about your story.
No, I'll let you tell yours. Now, because mine is really short. My mom, we had a girl talk. I think my sister was there because my sister was always, when you have that, between my sister and I, we have a good 7 years?
Yeah.
We have 8 years.
8 years.
8. Is it 8? Because you're turning 14, I'm 21. Yeah, we have 8. No, we have 7 years. Yeah. My sister and I have a 7-year gap. It's the same gap between you and Richard. My sister and I have a 7-year gap. So like, what is this one? My mom, like, guys, I was 12 and she was like, what? 3? Or how old was she when I was 12? 12 minus 7 is what?
Yeah.
Teacher.
Okay.
5. She was 5.
I was 5.
Yeah, she was 5. So, yeah, guys, this is the foundation coverage. Like, when the first day I put it on, I was like, my money did not go to waste. Yeah, so my mom sent me to go and get an underwear, and then she had bought pads, and yeah, then she sent, and then my sister was just literally just there watching my mom explain to me how to put a pad on an underwear, and she literally told me like, you should like, at least in a day, like when you're on your periods, you should wake up in the morning and take a bath and then put on a clean pad, and then you go to school. When you come back from school, you can take another bath and put on a clean pad, or you can just put on a clean pad and then before you sleep, you take another bath, just to keep you fresh. Okay, so yeah, and then 2 days later you go in the bathroom, and then obviously my mom already taught me like when you are peeing you should wipe. So I went in the bathroom, I peed, and then I wiped. When I wiped, there were brown things.
The consistency.
And I was like, Mama, I think I got my period. I was so excited. I remember being so excited, and she was just like, you're a big girl now. But yeah, tell your story. I feel like you want to tell it so bad.
Yeah. So it was my birthday, guys, and I was wearing a whole white dress but nothing stained. It was my birthday. We went to go and eat out. We ate everything. We came home and I wanted to pee, and I just went to the bathroom and I peed, and then I wiped, and then boom, there's blood. And I was like, Kashushu. And she came and she was
the way she called me, I knew. I knew that there's just something about that call. The way she called my name was like, it's like she was scared but also excited, you know, because now at least she's educated enough to know like why is there blood. But like if she wasn't educated, there's still that fear in you, like it's actual blood.
Yeah. And then yeah, I got my periods, and then my mom were on the phone, and then she was like, yeah, you're big now, you're a big girl now. And then she gave me that whole speech of now you can get pregnant. I was just like, okay, yes.
Also, it was on her 13th birthday, yeah.
Yeah, and then she told Andy, okay, our stepdad.
Or stepdad.
And then she told him, and he was like, oh, okay. Like, I don't know what what reaction is a guy supposed to give to that. And then I even told Ted.
Yeah, we told our brother.
Yeah, and then we're like, okay, so I got my period, guys. I was so excited, honestly.
Like, one thing that like I can applaud, one of the things I can applaud my mom on is like how she raised us. Like, we are so open with each other. Like, she didn't raise us like, oh, you're a boy, like you guys should keep certain information from him because he's your brother. We grew up in a house where like I can just walk around with my bra and it won't be weird, you know, like I'm not, yeah, you know, or like if I'm like when I was on my period, or I'm on my period, weird.
TMI,
it's weird. And then I needed a pad, and what were you doing?
I don't know.
And then my brother had to like bring it through the like,
No.
he was giving it to me like this, literally. But like, you know what I'm saying, my brothers will really make good husbands. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, they will. And he knows how to cook better than me.
Oh yeah, Richie also will like, because now it's most always just me and Richie. So Richie knows.
The girls things properly.
I must give this to Kashushu.
Yeah. So even me when I was like growing up, I feel like I was such a special child, man. Not special like
Not special in that way, no. The
like,
real meaning of special.
Yeah, like as in I'm still very a loud person, outgoing, just
yeah. And like the good thing is like my parents or her parents, like my mom and her dad, allowed her to be like herself, you know. So
yeah, guys. Okay, so I have a story that I feel like I have to tell.
You can tell?
Of one's name, because when I was a child I loved singing. If you know, you know.
You're looking at the camera?
Yeah, I'm looking at the camera. Oh. I loved singing. So then one day I was like singing for my mom, and then she said she's going to call a radio producer that's gonna come and pick us up in a black car and then record. I think I was like irritating him, man. I was like, no, mama, because we're watching Sunshine, right? In Tuliki was on Sunshine, my cousin. And I was like, I also want to go on TV. I also want to do something. Like, and I was forcing him and I was pestering her. Is that the word?
Pressuring.
Yeah, pressuring her. And then from there, she was like, okay, fine, tomorrow there's going to be a guy who's going to come pick us up, blah, blah, blah. The next day...
I saw this coming.
You made yourself dirty.
Wow. We have somewhere to go. But it's okay. Continue your story, girl.
So then the next day, I got dressed. I applied my own Vaseline, like, because she used to do everything for me. Yeah. She used to wash me, apply the Vaseline for me. She used to do everything. That
How old
day,
were you?
I was like, what, 7?
No, 5.
No, that day. When Tuliki was on...
Maybe you were 6. Richie wasn't born yet.
Yeah, he wasn't born yet.
So
I was
like
6. So then, like, I bathed, I applied my Vaseline. I was so ready, bruh.
She did everything herself. She was trying to show that I can do
it.
this.
Even if I become famous and Stella won't be there, I can do it myself.
I can do it, exactly.
So then I was like, Mama, let's go. When is he coming? Can you please call him? And she was making fake calls, and I knew the calls were fake, but I was just also there like, lady, can you please call the guy?
Can you do the real phone call?
Yes, please. And then I went outside, and then I stood there.
Sorry, Kashi. Guys, I am busy. I'm concealing my underneath my eyes with the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and okay, there are different shades. This one is fawn in my inner corner, and in my outer corner I have creamy beige. I don't know, it just makes sense when I do it like that.
Yeah.
And also this one is running out, so yeah, whatever. Yes, continue, girl.
So then the guy never came back in the house, and I was just so angry at my mom, like
selling me dreams, yeah. You selling me dreams, yeah.
But yeah, guys, that's funny.
Yeah, it was like, I don't know, man.
And I was a snitch.
Yo, my sister was the one, guys. My sister was the snitch of the snitchiest of snitches.
Remember the time I got you beaten, bro? Okay, yeah, there are a lot of times I got you beaten.
There are a lot of times my sister got me beaten. I think generally I'm a very good person because, hey, the things this child put me through. The only one thing that I remember that I think also got me beaten, but it wasn't true. I don't know, my sister was going through a phase. You know those things that you guys see on TV where the sister tried to sabotage the other sister so she can be the angel? But if you know me, you know that I do not insult. That is just something I don't do.
Oh, I remember that dude.
Yeah, bruh. That is something I just don't do. I do not insult at all. And like my sister lied to my mom that, okay, I shout, guys. I think it's because my mom shouts. So like,
we
shout. So like, if she does something, I'll obviously shout at her and be like, Kasha, and then she'll come and report, Kasha, you shouted at me, and my mom would like give me a lecture, dog. And this one time, I don't know what I did. Half of it was true, half of it was a lie. But the child was adding spice, like saying, I'm not sure if Richie was born. Yeah, Richie was born that time, right? It was the time when the Zeli was like, get out.
Oh yeah.
Yo, Kashi stirred up lies. Do you want to come clean now?
Yeah, I lied. But
bro,
I don't really remember the full story like that.
It was about the Zali saying that I'm gonna school at the village. You know the Henry story? I'll tell you guys the Henry story. Henry story of Henry coming, and then then the Zali said she's gonna take me to the village.
Oh.
And then my sister went to tell my mom. Apparently I said I'm so excited. I can't wait to leave this house. But I didn't say, and then she even said I even insulted her. That's where the insult came out. She's like, then my mom is like, what did she say? She said, F you, Kashi.
So guys, I was very...
And that time my brother was born, so I feel like she was just going through a pick me stage.
Yeah, I was. Because I'm somebody who likes attention. That one I know. I like attention. So then, at that time, the attention was lacking. Somebody had to leave for all of us to get the attention. So I was not going. So then, I was like, casual. Fortunately, that's to you. But guys, I was mean. I was a very mean child.
Mean sister.
Mean, not even just sister. I was mean to everybody. Like, even Auntie Melody, bruh.
Yeah.
I remember, like, once when I went to go and visit her again. I don't know when that was. She told me that when she used to live with us, I apparently was like, I want you to make me juice. You're just Mr. Nanny. You're just our nanny. And I was like, oh, guys. But I was a very rude child though.
Yeah, like our parents really spoiled my sister because I think they had been like, especially her dad had been like praying for a girl. And then when she came around, like she was daddy's girl and mommy's girl, you know, she was the last born for a very long time. And like, even when she did something wrong, they would just like look past it. You know, she was never wrong in their eyes, bruh. Never. And then like it led her to do so many things, bruh. And I remember, bruh, like saying I didn't do it because she never lies.
Yeah.
Bruh. And I looked at her like, we didn't even have a conversation about me going to the village, bruh. I was like, I was hurt, guys. But yeah, I forgive. One thing about the thing is, I really understand that she was just a child, so it's not that deep. But in that moment, I was really hurt. But I still loved my sister, bruh. Like, I still love my sister, like, cause she'll always be my baby sister, bruh. Like, I was genuinely excited for her to come around, unlike her when Richie came around. But I was like always excited, like my baby sister type of thing. Yeah.
I was not. Okay, when he was in the stomach, one thing that Mama was even saying.
Yeah,
you expected him to stay in the stomach, what?
Yeah, because when he was in the stomach, she would read him stories. She would sing him songs. She said she liked to sing, so she would like sing him songs, And then when the guy came out of the stomach, at the beginning it was all nice, and then she's like, "This kid is here to stay."
Bruh, the day that I really remember that was like a wake-up call was when the Zalu was in the room with Richie, and I was in the sitting room doing my homework, and I was like that child that Mama used to come and sit with me. She has to read for me the questions, then she asked me like, "Isn't it wrong?" And I'll be like, "Okay, you do this, you do that." Yeah, so I needed help. And I was like, "Mama, can you please come and do my homework with me?" And she was like, "No, Kashi, can't you say I'm busy with the crying baby?" And I also started crying.
Now.
I also started crying. And now we were both crying. Me and Richie were both crying. And then Mama was like, "Kashi, stop crying. You said you were going to stay in the stomach forever." What?
And the thing is, they never beat us. We were beaten. My sister was never beaten. So it's like she can't just suddenly start like beating her. So it's like she would have to like use her words, because that's what she's been doing for her whole life. Yeah. So I was literally just that girl that was just like watching this whole drama unfold. My mom is like, "Must I give her a reason to cry?"
And I was just like,
read, Kashi, read.
Okay, so another story, when we were staying at, was it Copperville?
Yeah, it was all these things happened at Copperville, brah.
Yeah, at Copperville Square, brah. And then, I was reading, I think it was Afrikaans. Yeah, and my tongue was just not getting the word, and she was like, "Read what is on the paper. Stop reading things from your head."
Those of you that are new to the channel, our mother is a teacher, or used to be a teacher.
Yeah. And then she was ironing the clothes. I even remember her ironing the clothes, and she was like, "Do you want me to ban you?" And I was like, "No, but I still passed."
Okay.
I still passed.
Yeah. This is just us like reminiscing on the funny things of our childhood. Please, like, our mom was not always
like that
shouting. No, they were like really good times, but like these are the funny times we remember.
That's funny. Especially at Copperville Square, I remember having a lot of funny
It was really I remember this one time we found a scorpion. So Copperville Square that we're speaking about is a complex where we used to live, and before they built our complex, it was literally just like just
the area.
It was just like an area out of town that is like just there, there were like squirrels, there were monkeys also that used to live there like before they cleared the land and decided to put up the complex. So then they were still like spiders, and but I remember those spiders in the backyard, those big spiders.
And Rich used to play with them when he was a baby.
Really?
Yes. Rich used to play with those spiders and the cockroaches and everything. He was such a...
Yeah, that. But like, I was really scared. I'm scared of small insects. So, crawling insects actually. So, and big roaches. I remember that time when I was sleeping with Richie in Mama's room, and then a big roach came to walk on us, brah. The way I jumped from that room to the sitting room. Anyways, it's here. It's there. And then like, what is this? What was I saying?
Yeah, you were saying.
Oh yeah, so then there was this huge scorpion that we found outside one day after the rain. And my sister and I decided, we know most our mother is scared of such things. It was dead. It was dead. But it didn't look dead. But we're like, we'll just put it there at the front, at the doorstep, just there when you enter the house. And then she came. She didn't even see it, bruh. She was like literally standing next to it. And we're like, Mama, what is that? Yo! The way Mama jumped.
My dear. And like that neighbor of ours, that was, people was talking, there were rumors that she was a ghost.
Which one? The old lady?
Yeah, the old lady.
Yeah, bruh, she's the one that killed it, because she was like later on, because when I was like, after she found out, it's like, no, remove it, and whatnot.
She was like, no, it's dead.
And then she's like, no, it's dead. And then we're like laughing and then explaining to her. And she's like, yeah, I killed it. I found it, like my cat found it because she had a cat.
Yeah, she had cats.
Yeah, she had cats.
Yeah. And like now, when I went back there in 2021, there are kids that live in that house and they're like, they see things. And she still lives there. Like the lady still lives there while they live there. But the lady died.
She dead?
Yeah, she's dead. She died there.
Oh.
In the flats.
Sure.
So people are saying she's still haunting the flats. And she has like grandkids that just come around and come and play.
Sure.
Remember when her grandkids used to come?
Yeah.
Yeah, they still come around, come and play with those hero girls.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is. So yeah, guys, it was a very interesting flat. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was. It was really nice because my sister and I just finally having our own space. It was weird at first, but
that's fine.
It was nice.
And then I remember I was always the messy one.
And
then Kashi used to be like, Kashi, when you come back from school, please put your socks away.
Yeah, bruh. And the thing is, like, when you are the elder siblings, your parents always expect you to, like, make sure your younger sibling is doing the right thing. And I actually really thank my mom for, like, raising me like that, because now, guys, it's literally just us here. And mind you, everything is in order. Like, we eat, we bath. Everything is just, like, normal, bruh. Like there's literally an adult around.
Exactly.
I'm like a 21-year-old, but still like
mother of three.
A mother of three,
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's preparing you when you have your own kids are a no-brainer.
Which I'm not planning to do, but okay.
To be a no-brainer.
Yeah.
If it happens. But yeah, guys.
What is like one of your best memories as a child?
As a child, one of my best memories is traveling. Like
that one thing that you remember and you are like, this was really my favorite thing as a child. I still remember mine.
Growing up.
Yeah, like one event that took place and you are like, every time you look back, you are like, that was the best childhood memory ever.
When we went to the lodge, what lodge was that?
Etosha.
All of us, not the Etosha, like all of us when Paps and Mama were still together. That I think it was Rainbow, Hippo, something, man.
When we talk about the lodge so that I can know which lodge it is.
Yeah, there was like a kiddie pool. And
that's
Etosha. Was it Etosha?
Yeah, that's Etosha.
Where Sama broke his arm.
Yes, no, Sama didn't break his arm at Etosha. Sama broke his arm jumping the wall. When we're living at the double-story flats, he broke his arm, but then he was having cement, so he couldn't now swim. When he was swimming, he had to swim like this.
At Etosha.
It was at Etosha.
But I really enjoyed it there. I remember that day. And then Paps was like carrying me into the water. And then Mama
was a daddy's girl. Guys, I'll try to find a picture and put it somewhere.
Yeah,
guys, this baby, this one, hi guys, she was the one. She was really.
I even remember a day that we went to Wimpy together with Paps, everybody in Tume even.
Yeah, we went out a lot.
Yeah, we went out.
I think that's why, like, even now I try to create those memories with my brother, like when we are together. Like, okay, when they come, we always obviously go. But like when it's just us two, like on a random day, just to take him to a restaurant, because that's something that I grew up with. Like my parents, they made sure, guys, like.
Yeah. And one thing, I was even talking to Mama the other day, and she was like, one thing that she always wanted is she doesn't want us to grow up never experiencing anything, and then when we go to a new place and then we're like, oh wow, we've never done this before.
Exactly. Like, it's true, bro. That's one thing my mom always also tells me now as an adult. Like, my mom does a lot of things for me, and she's just like, so that when a man does it, you're not like impressed.
Yeah.
You don't get impressed by things that you wouldn't get impressed by it, because like, like buying pizza or like going to eat out, but that's something that we grew up with, you understand, and like if somebody is doing it, you're just like, isn't it supposed to be like that? You know, it's not a luxury. It is, but like, you know what I'm trying to, if you get it, you get it in this way.
And that's why I feel like when I'm in different situations, you know what I'm saying, then things feel odd.
Yeah, like when things, because the way we grew up, we were not like mad rich, but like we're comfortable. Like when our parents wanted to do something for us, they would always do it. So now when something happens and then people are thinking it's
a big deal,
you're like, isn't it supposed to be? It took me also a lot of time. If you've not watched my videos, you should go watch my story time of how what do you call 3 years. But like it took me experiencing stuff to understand that not everybody has it that way.
Yeah, it's true.
People would brag about just it's not small things to add. It's small things to us, but it's big things in the next person. But yeah, guys, I'm literally doing my brows. Guys, this is gonna be a very long video, but I'm gonna post it because it's really nice.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm happy that my life turned out that way. That I got to experience everything at a young age. Because there's people who have really never been to Dinseve, never even eaten pizza. And that's just... So yeah, I'm really grateful for that, hey?
Yeah, bruh.
And I'm just grateful that both of my parents are still in my life.
Me too.
Because the things that it can do to a person.
Guys, let me tell you a fun fact. So it's not a fun fact. It's an interesting fact. Now you got me saying fun fact. Her father's name is... What's your father's name?
Franz.
And my father's name is also Franz. But it's not the same person.
Yeah, it's not the same person. And another weird thing is your father's surname is Kamunoko. My father's surname is Samendi.
And they both mean...
brick.
They both mean... Kamunoko is actually a mixture of... You know that? Is it concrete?
Yeah, concrete.
It means concrete. You know, you take cement and sand and water and whatever, that mixture. That's Kamunoko.
And then
Samende is now cement.
So it just... Which is very...
It's really weird.
Ooh, that relationship.
Which one?
The one of Hakegingop Street. The guy at the main house.
Gosh. Guys, my sister is out here. Okay, but it's fine. We can talk about it.
Like, okay, have you seen him?
Yeah, we were in Steakhouse the other day, Keisha and I, and then like I saw him, and then he was like, let's go to the car. Now he's like, no, I want to talk to you. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, guys, that's what I'm saying. For me, even if you did me dirty, I have this, or I had this thing of like forgiving, you know? Like, I don't hold grudges, actually. Up to now, I don't hold grudges. So if we meet tomorrow, I'll still treat you now, you see? So I greeted him because, as a bra now, no more as whatever that was, because we never put a title on it. But like, I'll just treat you now as my bra, for Sanjay, like, you know? So he was like, maybe I was being too nice. Shem, you also know when you drink alcohol, you become extra nice. So the guy was like, nah, can we go talk at the car? I want to talk to you. And I'm like, sure, like, what you want to talk about? Since it's talk loud in the club, so I understand. And the thing is, it's also cold here, so like, can't really want to be like standing outside talking while we can actually sit in a car and talk. That was my thought. Now they look like
cousins.
Almost. Still cousins.
Siblings.
They are almost now the same. Yo, guys, doing makeup.
The art.
Brows. This is why people say, I'm going to do my brows off camera.
Yeah.
Then they disappear and come back on flick. But the struggle that happened off camera. Back to the guy that she's talking about for Hage Gang Up Street.
Again.
What was I saying?
You were saying he said go to the car.
So he was like, let's go to the car. And then I'm like, okay, cool. We got into the car and then he's talking. Now, I was not dumb. Where the conversation is going, I was like, hey, listen here, ne? We are not doing that. Like,
I'm not feeling it.
I'm gonna go now. Nah, bruh, are you serious? Are you gonna go? in my mind, I'm like, I used to be attracted to this. Oh, sorry, I'm not looking at the camera. Yo, sorry, guys. But in my mind, I was like, I used to be attracted to this. Wow, Stella. Wow.
But
That's what happened. We ran into each other a couple of times. After that, also, we was chilling with some elder people. I don't know if it's his cousins or whatever, but like, yeah. Like ladies and stuff. It was in December, dog. It happened in December. Didn't we come tell you?
No, you did not. I was mostly hearing about the dramas.
Ish, my dear.
You busy doing things to people's and slapping them.
Bruh.
Gosh.
I don't know where that violent part comes from, but
The Damara. No, sorry guys. We're not being tribalist. It's just
it's something we just say, like,
yeah.
because our grandmother's father is a Damara, and we always say when we're getting violent, we bring out that part in us.
But yeah, guys, I kind of miss Omithema, but not really. But I miss Chiku. I wanna see Chiku before she, leaves us.
Kicks the bucket.
Yeah. I remember the first time I learned that phrase, bruh. From what? That NBC thing. Yeah. Kick the bucket. The priest is going to kick the bucket.
For me, her talking about like the village, I do not miss the village. I do not miss the people. For me, where I am right now, it's like, is the energy reciprocated? Because how will I be missing someone that doesn't even miss me back? That doesn't even care whether I'm alive or dead, you get? So like, for them, they are still young. They can still miss their great grandmother. For me, I'm just like, bro, we've had our life together. But like, honestly, guys, for me, this video, if you want to catch if the shoe fits, wear it, honestly speaking. But
just catch alone.
Just catch alone. Don't go and hotspot people your feelings here that you're coming to catch on my video.
Such people I don't want. People who are like, nah, because we're friends. Now you must also not be friends with who.
But it takes maturity, but I had to learn that out of my friends, like for them to like that thing of just because you don't talk to somebody doesn't mean that
I must also not talk to
I mustn't do the people. I know there are certain things where you are like, no, if your friend is friends with someone you don't talk to, then they are definitely like talking about you. That depends on the depth of your relationship, honestly. Because there are people that I don't talk to and my best friends are still busy with those people, and I don't even feel some type of way, I don't feel like okay, so I put on Rimmel London
This is a
lipstick.
lipstick.
It's a red lipstick that I use as
A
blush. And then with the same, guys, did you notice that I've just been using this one brush for like, okay, I know there's the angle brush and everything, but like this one I didn't use that one yet. I've just been using this one. That one is more for powder.
It's so soft.
You just blush and then you just,
Did you know I actually blush? Like,
yeah, everybody does that.
some more visible than others. Why you smile like
I'm
advertising?
blushing.
By force.
Yeah, guys, like it needs to get in there.
Anyways, guys, what story can we tell now?
Say hi, Richie. Hi.
Oh, I have a question.
Yes.
How do you distance yourself from people, like successfully?
So basically what I do, you are basically asking how do I detach?
Yeah, like from a friend successfully.
It happens here while we are still friends. I tell myself, Stella, Samantha is not good for you. And then from there on, I erase. I have a very bad thing of erasing people from my brain as if they never existed.
Yeah.
And the thing is, when my brain erases you, it erases the memories that we also carried. So yeah, I just erase. It's a mental thing where you tell yourself like,
To forgive.
I've lived without this person to a certain point, and I think I should have continued from there. And you just pick it up from there.
So I have a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Her name, we'll call her Rebecca.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Rebecca moved. A lot happened last year because of Rebecca. Because of Rebecca.
Mm-hmm.
The whole fighting thing was because of Rebecca.
Oh yeah, the girl fought, guys.
I was busy.
You were busy last year, Shan.
I'm telling you.
Last
So-
week, your territory.
New girl vibes. So anyways, Rebecca came from Windhoek, straight out of the Kasi, from the corner. Then she was deep.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, she came there and she was cute. She was my friend. We were friends then, like friends.
Rachel, can you bring me my handbag? Is it in my handbag?
No.
Can you bring me my handbag?
But
The
Like-
black one. Uh-huh.
I just saw her. She was those type of people like, if you're friends with me, don't be friends with anybody else. I want to be your only friend.
Ooh,
So-
it's giving toxic.
Yeah. So like I couldn't go to my other friends that I had before her. No, you don't do that. So I couldn't do that. I couldn't go hang out with other people. She wanted to be around me 24/7. She wanted to be at my house. She wanted to just at school we're together.
Mm-hmm.
She was just clinged
Yeah.
onto me. So then like people were like, bruh, you need to stay away from that girl. She's really,
Bad news.
yeah, she's bad news for you. And then most started,
And also my sister, sorry, is very soft.
yeah, I'm
So she's very easy to,
manipulate.
yeah, not anymore though. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, not
not anymore. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So then she was like, no, don't listen to those people. They're just jealous. Rah, 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 rah. I was like, okay, fine. And people were like, started telling me like, bruh, stay away from her. She's bad news for you. And then we're now having a conversation about somebody. And then I was absent, I think, for like 2 days or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I came back to school, I came back and hear stories from her, the so-called best friend, of who came to our class and she was talking about you. She said this and that and that and that. And then when I went to go and ask the person, confront the person, like, bruh, why are you saying this about me? Then became a whole argument of no, she said, he said, whatever. And then we ended up fighting because that's like, okay, say that after school is after school. So after school came, I went and was like in the main road where everyone walks home. The whole school walks home. And then like I got her and I beat her up. And then like Ambrose, the Rebecca was chasing the girl I was fighting with, the friend now. She was chasing the friend because the friend also wanted to come and stand by. And then Rebecca came to the girl and then they also fought. So it was like a big fight. All four of us were fighting. And then she beat me. Like, still at the bite mark.
Your friend?
Not my friend.
Oh, the other girl.
The girl I was fighting with. She beat me and then she was like, she cut her tongue. Like,
While biting.
yeah, while biting.
Here's what I'm looking for. Okay.
So yeah, I beat her up real bad. She was bleeding in the mouth. So then the next day at school, and wait, before let's just start with the fight itself. So Romeo, right? He was like trying to pull me off, like, stop, bruh, it's enough now. I punched Romeo. He left me, and I continued.
My question is, where did you learn to fight? Because guys, you know siblings fight. Like, we never fight.
I just knew, bruh. Just knew.
You just knew.
Okay, I have brothers.
But you
Like
don't fight
house.
with your brothers.
I observe.
Oh, okay.
So anyways, then I punched Romeo, then Romeo just left. He was like, anyways. And then until people were like, ew.
Uh-huh.
People started screaming, Carlene, your auntie's here. And Biko, remember Biko?
Nope.
Okay, so anyways, there's someone's mother, bruh, was there. And then she was like, is this Samende?
Yeah.
And then I turned around and I was like, oh my goodness.
What am I doing?
Exactly. That's when I like snapped back into reality. And I was like, ha. And then I walked up to the car. And then she was like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm fighting. She was like,
I'm fighting.
yeah. And then she asked me like, because I'm still
It's like they say it's like you get possessed or something.
Yeah, bruh. And then she was like, do you want me to call your father? And I was like, no, please don't tell my father. Because then things will just go.
And obviously she did.
Yeah. And then she was like, okay, don't worry, I won't tell you dad. And I was like, nah, she said,
Don't trust elders when they say that.
As long as you go home now, I will not tell your father. So I was like, okay, fine. Then I took my bag and I went home. Like nothing happened. Then I arrived home. And it was even on a Friday, bruh. And my dad comes back in town on Fridays. Then he asked me, why did you take so long?
He was already home.
Yeah, he was already at home. Imagine
that's how long you took.
Yeah, then he was like, why did you take so long? I was like, no, the people left me with the key, so I had to wait for people to finish sweeping and close the windows and everything. Then I had to lock the doors. And then I had to go home. Then I had to first pass by the library. Just lies. At that point,
okay.
At that point, he didn't know anything. He was clueless. He was like,
he believed the lies.
He believed the lies. Again, daddy's little girl.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, oh, okay, fine. The food is there. I was like, okay. I ate, guys. I was tired.
From all that exercise.
I was tired. And then, he went into the room, like, in the evening. And then he was on a call. And that call, my heart, yo, guys.
You know, guys, when you know,
you just know. And then he was like, Kashi, no, she can't do that type of
Even
thing.
I was like, Kashi,
fight.
No ways. That's exactly. What did that person do? Guys, my sister is a softie. Like, you tell her do something, she will just cry. Like, she's a softie, so I was just like,
what?
I don't know what you're talking about.
So anyways, he was like, he called me. He went to the sitting room. He sat there for a while. And I was like, wow, when is he calling me? He
was processing his emotions.
So then he called me. He was like, Kashi, did you fight? It's like, yes.
No time to lie.
Yeah, bruh, because he already knows.
Mm-hmm.
Done. He was like, okay, tell me how it happened. Then I told him the whole story, everything. And he was a boxer, so he was a bit proud, but he was trying to keep his composure.
Come on, he was a bit proud.
Because you can tell that he's not angry, but he's also not happy.
Yeah, like
so he was just okay.
At least they didn't beat you up.
Yeah,
that's those vibes.
So then he was like, "Did you get injured?" I was like, "Yeah, she hung me. She beat me." Like,
she has a rabies.
Exactly.
Did he say that?
No. He was just like, "Oh, okay." But we didn't really have a conversation. He was just like, "No, don't do that again." He told me to stay away from the girl. From Rebecca, he was like, I do not want to see Rebecca walking to this house ever again.
He knew Rebecca?
Yeah, he knew Rebecca, obviously. Rebecca was like me. Like, hi, guys.
Oh.
Hi, uncle. How are you?
Oh.
That type of a person. Yeah.
Can you see that thing in my eye? Okay, it's all out.
So, yeah, he knew Rebecca. Everyone in the house knew Rebecca. So, yeah, then he was like, no, please stay away from her.
She's bad news.
Yeah, she's bad news. And the racism also came out. He was like, please stop having the Mara friends.
Ooh, the tribalist.
Yes.
Sure.
So then I was like, fine. And then Monday, Paps obviously went back.
You don't just unfriend someone, you know. Like,
exactly.
You have to talk about it on Monday.
It takes time. So Monday I went to school, and then Mr. Haindaka was like, no, you guys have to call your parents. And no, I want to see you guys in the school yet again. Told your parents how.
But Mr. Samende went back already.
Exactly. So I was trying to explain to him like, no, my dad is not in town, he's out of town. Then he was like, tell, because he knows Paps, and he was like, ask the other Samende to come.
Which is now Uncle Tupac.
Yeah, Uncle Tupac man.
Old guys. Okay guys, so unfortunately my sister did not get to finish her story.
Yeah.
But what was the pick of the story?
The pick of the story is choose your friends wisely and don't be afraid to walk away from a situation.
Exactly. And also those of you that are like, baby, I'm just listening to my sister telling the stories and I'm not like advising her like not to fight or whatever. I do these things off camera. And there is a time and place for everything, so yeah. But anyways, if you've come this far, this is the final look. I can't find my lashes, but I think I still look good without the lashes. Yeah guys, so don't Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do the most. And no, it's not the same day, guys. I just like black, and it seems to me I have a lot of black tops. So yeah, without further ado, goodbye.